Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Okay, time and temperature. Well, it's a little bit after 5. I think it's like 5:30. And I didn't look up the temperature. It's beautiful. It's warm. And it's very, very nice outside today. So that's the temperature. I'm looking at Fernalicious and these plants that I bought. So let me show you. I'm gonna do a whole patio reveal when everything's done. I've not put the tables together. I'm thinking I might do that after I get done vlogging tonight. And I have my pillows right here. I'm gonna change the pillow covers while I'm talking to you guys. But I bought this plant today. So, well, let me show you the plant first that I bought, and then I will tell you the story about it. This is the plant that I bought over there. And then there's my little small fern that I'm looking for a name for. I don't know what to call her. I got her at Trader Joe's. She was $11.99 at Trader Joe's, but I just love her so much. She's a little cute little Boston fern. I think I will keep her inside through the year. But, so, let me tell you the story. Okay, and my husband's on his way home, so he should be home any minute, actually. I was just texted him, and I was like, because he was like, I'm on the phone right now, because he called me, and then I called him back, and then, because I was filming a video, and so I just texted him so he would see it when he got home, and I said, hey, I just fed Boo Radley, or just took out Boo Radley and fed him so that he would know that when he got home, and I said, I'm getting ready to vlog. So anyway, here are my new pillow covers that I got. They're so pretty. They're this waterproof material, and they're kind of silky. So here are my old pillow covers. They're kind of like, actually these are the pillows, so I'm just gonna put them over. I thought these were, are they pillow covers? No, I don't see the zipper for these. These are the actual pillows that I bought. So I'm just gonna, or are these the pillow covers? Oh no, here they are, pillow covers. Here are the, okay, I'm afraid if I take, oh, the zipper is not doing real great on this. I'm afraid if I take these off, I might not ever get them back on again. Hold on a second. Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Okay, so here's the, oh, they did come out. Okay, so here is just the white pillow inside. So take these out. I'm going to wash those pillowcases, and hopefully, well, I think they're like, so, I don't know if you can tell, but they were like bright blue when I got them. They're like really kind of like sun damaged and stuff. I'm hoping these plaid ones work, because if they don't, then I'll just wash these and put these blue ones back on there, or buy some other ones if I don't like them. Where's the zipper for this one? The zipper on one of them broke. That's why I didn't want to take these off. That's why. That's what yep, see, I'm going to have to peel it off that way. Well, if these green ones don't work, then I'm going to have to buy new pillowcases. I have some flower ones downstairs in the basement that I got last year, but I didn't really like them. So, what was I saying? Yeah, it's beautiful today in Indianapolis. How do I put these on? Okay, so let me tell you about the plants. So today, Caroline and I, for Cousin Fun Day, we went to Costco. I thought I would be able to find a fern at Costco, and I was going to buy some plants there too. Costco has no ferns left at all, the Costco that we go to. They had not one fern left. And they had like one row of plants, and none of the plants looked that great. And they were all expensive. They were like $49.99. And they didn't have a lot of, oh, here's the zipper. Oh, there, open like that. And they didn't, like this, the planters, like you buy a planter, you know, like, do you remember last year and the year before? I bought like the exact same ones, and they had all kinds of flowers and stuff in them. They didn't really have that many flowers in them. They were mostly just like plants and stuff, which I was like, okay, but I want some flowers for my front porch. They didn't, oh, I put this on the wrong side. I want to put the tag inside. They didn't really have anything like that there. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to get anything at Costco, because I knew that we were going to go to this flower market on the way home. So we went to the flower market on the way home, and, well, we went to Trader Joe's, and I bought that little fern because I think she's so cute. And when we were there, I said to Caroline, I have a feeling these might be too green for this out here. Well, maybe not. They're like really like a bright green. It didn't even look so much like that until I got the pillows inside of them. Hold on a second. So here's my new pillows. They're pretty, don't you think? Let's see how they look. Put it over there. Oh, she looks okay. Oh, she looks cute. Okay. So, when I got the little fern at Trader Joe's, I thought, well, maybe I'll just keep Fernalicious. Because Caroline, a lot of you guys said in the comment section yesterday, they're like, don't give up on her. Keep on working on her through the year. Transplant her into a lot of pot. A lot of people said that. I need a hanging basket if I'm going to do that. I think she might have a different one. So I'm going to ask her across the street if she has one. So a lot of people were like, water her from the bottom. So I may do that. But I'm gonna keep working on her. So I'm not giving up on Fernalicious yet. But I couldn't find any bigger ferns. And then when we went to the flower market, the ferns that they had were like wilted and half dead, and they wanted like $30 for them. And I was like, this is ridiculous. And so I was like, I'm not going to get another fern. I'm just going to see what I can do with Fernalicious, unless I go to a grocery store and they have like ferns. Because sometimes, like, this is the weird thing. Like, Costco usually has great plants. They didn't this year. The flower market, I was not that impressed with what they had there. Their plants were all out in the sun. They weren't doing great. They hadn't really watered them. And they wanted, like this thing that I bought over here, this was $74. And that was one of the cheapest arrangements that they had. They wanted like 100, like one was like $119.99. And it was the same size, and then another one that they had was like $200. I was like, who's paying $200 for these arrangements? Like, I paid like $49.99 at Costco last year, and I thought that was a lot. And they lasted me my whole summer, and the whole summer, and they had all these flowers and stuff. And I was like, I'm not. Who's paying that for all? This is ridiculous. And I even said to the guy's really nice. I love the guy that runs this market. I was like, your prices seem a little bit higher than last year. I was like, are flowers harder to get this year because I can't find them anywhere and whatever? And he's like, no, these are the same prices they were last year. And I was like, I don't think so, because I've bought things from you consistently, and I don't remember them being ever that expensive. But anyway, so I just bought one. And I told Caroline, I said, listen, if I see a fern or plants, like at the grocery store when I go, then I'll just buy one when I like it and put it on the table, or put it here, or put it there. Like, I'm not going to like make it this huge thing where I have to go and spend $200 on plants in one day. If I see something I like, I'll buy it. If I see a fern at a grocery store, I'll buy it. I'm not going to spend $30 for a half wilted, yeah, this is pretty. I like this. For a half wilted fern that looks just as bad as Fernalicious does, and I'm paying for it brand new. I'm not doing that, you know what I mean? So that was kind of the plant buying thing today. But I think it's going to look pretty out here. And I also, so I did a haul over, this is probably not the pillow that I usually use over here because it feels real tight. But I did a haul on my Peter Does Stuff channel today, showing things I had gotten in the mail too, because I'm going to wash these, but I'm going to fold them right now. Well, I don't know if I can't get this back on because there's no zipper on this one. So, or is the zipper way down there? There's a zipper on that one. Maybe it's this one that didn't have the zipper. No, there's no zipper. I'm gonna have to just get rid of these. They're not. And I know people will be like, well, you should put a new zipper. I love when people say stuff like this to me, like, no, save them and put a new zipper in them. These were like $9.99. Listen, I'm not Little House on the Prairie, okay? I know that some people want to think that. People are like, you need to like repotter and do all, and I'm like, okay, that is like so much work. Like, most people would just like go spend $15 and buy a new fern. They wouldn't even be worried about it. I love that people are like, what you need to do is, you need to do this, and you need to do that. You should put a new zipper in your things and you can save them forever. They're already like sun washed out and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do with the front porch. Okay, so I bought the Dawn dish detergent soap. I bought it last night and it came today on Amazon. And then I bought the white vinegar and the Epsom salt that you mix together, and you put it in a spray bottle to kill the weeds. The spray bottles have not come yet. They're supposed to come later today. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to weed tomorrow. And then I'm going to try to get most of it done tomorrow, and then spray the weed stuff, the homemade weed stuff. And then on Friday, I'm going to go back through and pick out more. Well, Friday we have to go over to Alex's aunt's house for her birthday, so I don't know that I'll have time to do that on Friday. But it looks like it's going to rain. I just noticed that when I looked up at the plane. But Friday or Saturday, I'm going to go through, pick the weeds again, and spray it, and then put the mulch down. We'll either do it Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Alex is like, yeah, no problem. So we'll do that this weekend, and then I'm going to get the tables out here done. And then I think I just have to clean off the front porch. I have to sweep it and clean off some of the cobwebs, and then I think the front porch is ready. I'm not doing a bunch to it this year. I was going to buy a new doormat and stuff. I was like, our doormat's fine. I like our doormat that we have. And I think with like the mulch and when it's cleaned out and with the plants I have up here, I think it'll look nice. I'm going to move the white table over there and put the little fern on it because I love her so much. But, and I think the little fern behind this planter over there will look just fine. I think it'll be enough. I love ferns anyway. I would just have 2 hanging ferns up here in one plant, and I would be fine with that. But we don't have a hook anywhere else, and I don't know how to put one in. And I'm not going to just put like a nail in the wood up there somewhere, so I'll just put her on the table over there. I actually think that'll look nice anyway. So yeah, I'll be happy with it. I don't need tons this year. So I'm excited about it. My neighbor's out there. She's working in the yard right now. Looks like she's got some weed stuff she's spraying. have a little Diet Dr. Pepper. I like got back from Cousin Fun Day today, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna film this. I filmed this haul video. It was like stuff I had bought today, and then it was also stuff I got online, like my new reading glasses and stuff like that, and some other things that I bought online. So I did that haul, and then I turned around and did a Peterson's video, and then I was like, I'm gonna do a drama video. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And I was like, you know what? I feel like I have filmed so many videos this month. I was like, I need to just take it slow a little bit. In fact, I don't even know how long this vlog is gonna be. And I was like, just take it slow, enjoy your day. So I didn't film a drama video. I just filmed those 2 videos and now this vlog, and that's what I'm doing for today. And tomorrow I might take it a little bit slow too. It just kind of depends on how I feel tomorrow. We'll see. I have therapy tomorrow. And we have nothing tomorrow night, so just play it by ear. Just play it by ear. Today was fun. Caroline came and got me at 1:15. She's like, it's so funny because she'll say like ETA and it'll say like 1:14, and she's like here exact, because she does it through her GPS on her phone. So she was here exactly when she came to get me, or she said she was going to get me, which was like right at 1:14, I think. And we went and got coffee. Then we went to the post office. I had 1 letter at the post office, no packages. And then we went to Costco. She had some things to get at Costco. I got a cart because I was going to get some plants and a fern, and then I went back through the entrance, and the lady was laughing at me because I was like, there's no fern, so I don't need a cart. And I didn't get anything at Costco. And then after that, we went to Trader Joe's because Caroline wanted to get... I said this in a previous video, but Caroline did this a couple weeks ago, and her friends loved it. She had 2 birthday parties, or 2 friends that had birthdays over this one weekend, and so she went to Trader Joe's, and like those reusable Trader Joe's bags, you know, she got those, and then like all the things that she loves at Trader Joe's, she got and she put in this bag. So it's like all of her favorite, like to introduce somebody to some of her favorite things at Trader Joe's. So she did that. So she has a birthday this weekend, and so she did the same thing. So that's why we went to Trader Joe's. That's where I got the fern, and then I got some hand soap too. And I was helping Caroline out with it. I was like, the peony candles are fantastic. I love them. And then I was like, you need some food things in there. She had these Rice Krispie treats that have peanut butter in them. She's like, do you remember my mom used to make these when we were kids? And I was like, I knew somebody did. I couldn't remember who did that. I think my mom did that too. She's like, these remind me of my mom. They're like chocolate covered, and then they have like peanut butter in the Rice Krispie treats. And so she got those. And then I said, she's like, can you think of anything? I said, get some of those everything bagel, like, you know, cheese crackers. I said, those are so good. And I said, and they don't have them anywhere else. They only have them at Trader Joe's. So you should get those. So she got those. And she got some like dry shampoo, I think, and like hand sanitizer and stuff like that. So just cute stuff that you like they have in their like beauty area, health and beauty area. So anyway, she got all that kind of stuff. And then after that, we went to Fresh Time because she needed cottage cheese. I needed cottage cheese, and I needed some coffee too. And then we went to the flower place, and I got that. I looked around forever. Caroline walked around with me, too, and then finally she was like, she was looking for something. She goes, I'm out. And I go, what do you mean you're out? And she goes, like, this is, like, totally out of focus. She goes, I'm out. She's like, the prices are too high, and I don't think anything looks that great. Honest to God, it's so weird because, like, the last couple years after I would buy stuff, I would be with Tanya or something, and we'd go to the grocery store, or like Kroger or whatever, or Walmart or Meijer, and they would have like the most beautiful plants outside, and I'd be like, I should have just waited, and they'd be like, for nothing. So I'm like, I got this stuff, this will tide me over until I see something that I want, right? So yeah, but it was fun. Saw one of my HOA board members out today, was talking, and they were very, very friendly, and were asking about the pool opening. And apparently, when they started filling the pool, one of the pipes busted. Which is why, so they needed to call a plumber. Which is why when Caroline and I were leaving today, she's like, is the pool open yet? She goes, it looks like it's open. I go, it's not open yet. So she goes, well, let's just drive down there. We drove by there, and a plumber was pulling in. So a plumber was supposedly going to be there today to fix it. But this HOA board member said to me, yeah, the pool might not open this weekend. And I said, excuse me? Well, we didn't know that the pipe was going to break and blah, 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 which I totally understand all that kind of stuff, right? I'm like, okay, well, it's supposed to rain this weekend too. It's going to be interesting to see, like Sunday, there's like an 80% chance of rain. It's supposed to be like 90 degrees, which is like in Indianapolis. Like that's not great for like thunderstorms, like that's thunderstorm weather. So I wonder if they'll have to postpone the race for that because they won't do the race. I don't think they do. I think they've had to like move it to another day other years, like if the storms are really, really bad. So we'll see. I mean, they can say there'll be storms on Sunday, and then the weather can completely change overnight in Indianapolis, so who knows. But it's supposed to be rain all weekend long anyway, so. But I told Caroline, I said, I'll be sitting up in the pool in the rain. I don't care if it opens this weekend. I will be there. It's supposed to be 90 degrees on Sunday. If it's 90 degrees on Sunday, I will definitely be at the pool. So, fingers crossed, the pool open. I also said as a board member, I said, well, you know, myself and my neighbor next door, I said, we volunteered to, you know, run a pool committee and take care of the pool the whole summer and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, there was some concern that some people that weren't on the board were trying to control, like, when the pool opened and closed. And I said, what? I said, some people, are you referring to me and her? Yeah, there was some concern that maybe you guys were trying to kind of like decide when the pool would open and close. I said, oh, 100%. I wasn't keeping that a secret. I said, we agreed that we would take care of the pool the whole summer, arrange all the volunteers. We would be the volunteers if nobody else wanted to do it. We'd keep in contact with the pool company. We would help open and close it. We would maintain the plants in there, do everything, keep it clean. We would do everything, but we wanted to be able to decide when the pool opened and closed because we're the ones that use it the most. Yeah, that doesn't really work. Caroline was just like, okay, we need to go, because she could just see that I was getting like real irritated. I was like, okay, so that's why they didn't want our help. Apparently, because they wanted to decide when the pool was going to open and close. So, I said, you know, had you asked us to be the pool committee chairs, I said, we would have made sure that the pipe was fixed 2 weeks ago so the pool could be open for the community to enjoy for the HOA fees that we pay. Oh, by the way, somebody sent this to me that they were like, talking about the HOA fees and wondering, I feel like I've addressed this before, but people were like saying something about they need to like, I ask for where the money is going because they never seem to have money for the community and things like that. There's a letter they put it out annually of like where all the money goes. I actually talked about this in a vlog a while ago, that it made a lot of sense when they said where the money goes, and it's like this amount of money, like they broke down what our HOA fees a month like go to, and it like made a lot of sense. So there's a huge surplus that they keep in savings. Like we're like, I don't know, something like $500,000 that they have in savings. The thing is that they're like, okay, the reason why they keep that money in savings is so that they can continue to take care of the community 20 years from now, right? And so the community still looks the same today as it 20 years from now as it does today. Somebody's playing their music real loud on the street. Oh, it's my husband, but he's not listening to country music. I think it's my neighbor across the street. Oh, because they're getting ready to leave, because it's the people that are doing construction on their kitchen. Can y'all hear that? Now, see, if I was just sitting out here enjoying it, I would love that. I feel like they're getting ready to leave or something now. I might have to turn it off if it's going to be like... Did you guys hear that? Is it Christian rock or is it country? It's not any country music that I know. Are they just like sitting there in the driveway? It doesn't matter anyway. It'll go away sooner or later. But, so they actually have broken it down, you know, for us. The thing is, there's such a surplus. And this, I will say this makes sense because, like, when my mom moved in here, she moved in here in December of '94, right? So, you know, this year, yeah, it was him leaving. They got their cigarettes up and they're ready to go. Listen to their country music. Those people that are doing they're redoing their kitchen are so nice. It's like this boyfriend and girlfriend or husband and wife team or something like that. They are so nice. All that pollen. Oh my God, scratching my throat. Okay, I can feel it. I can see it blowing around the wind. But anyway, it's been so windy today. So, the community looks, and especially like the pool and stuff, looks exactly the same as it did when my mom lived here, if not nicer. I think actually the community looks nicer now than it did when my mom lived here. So like, the upkeep and the maintenance in the neighborhood, and like the tree pruning and stuff like that, and the lakes and like the maintaining of the lakes. Like if Caroline and I will drive through a lot of like condo communities to see what they're like, and they'll be like 10 years old or 15 years old. And they're like lakes or swampy. They don't take care of them. Everything looks rusty in there. Like the trees are like falling down. They don't. I mean, a lot of condo communities in Indianapolis. I'm just speaking to Indianapolis where we have looked. Like they don't take care of them for a long time. My mom's condo. My condo was built in 1984. So, 94, so 40 years ago, and it's still it's not a brand new condo, but the neighborhood is gorgeous, right? And so I understand they're wanting to keep money so that every year maintenance on the community keeps up, which is why our rates are so high, because a certain point of it goes to, I don't think it's $500,000, I can't remember how much it is, 250 or something like that, but surplus in case something huge happened and like the whole gate would come down and they would have to like redo the whole gate, and that's a huge thing, right? Like a couple years ago, how long has it ago been, because I can remember Alex and I talking about, they had to redo the whole edging around the whole lake. Well, each neighbor had, on top of our HOA fees, had to pay like $1,200 for lake maintenance. But the lakes look beautiful now. Even though I can't see them from where I'm at, when I walk around, they look beautiful. They keep up, the neighborhood and stuff like that. The HOA fees are high. But it was interesting when they broke it down, like what you pay for. It's interesting because, like, immediately off the top of my head, I think, okay, there's the pool. Oh my god, my throat is itching so bad. And for some reason, I must have brought the wrong pillow over here. This pillow is not wanting to sit comfortably on my back. But I think about like the pool. I think about the trees and the landscaping and things like that, the grass. But there's so much more that goes into it, like security and things like that, and maintenance of this and maintenance of that. And and trash removal and water, like we don't pay like for like water removal or any of that kind of stuff. That all goes on into it. So when you add it all up, it does make sense. And honestly, it's not like half of our HOA fees. If I said that, that's not what I meant. It's not like half of our HOA fees are going for like this surplus account in case something happens. They just keep it there, and they'll say like, and they put out, like, we get in our mailbox, like, every month, a financial statement where they put, like, next time it comes out, I'll, like, read it to you guys. Because it usually comes out, like, the end of the month, the beginning of the next month. It's our newsletter. And in the newsletter every month, they have the landscaping manager. She writes the whole thing on there. The president writes the whole thing on there. The treasurer, who we don't have right now, but the president will do that, put a whole financial thing and say, this is where your HOA fees went for this month. Every month they do that. Every year they put out a huge statement. They email it to us of where all of our money has been spent over the years. So they do that. Like, people are like, it seems very speculative to me, like, what are they using the money for? HOA members? And it was cute, because somebody said it to me, and they were like, I just think you need to know this. And I was like, yeah, like, on the outside, from you guys' point of view, I totally understand it, because people were like, well, the HOA, like, board members, are they driving, like, real expensive cars and stuff like that? I totally see how you could see it from that perspective, so with what I complain about and stuff like that, but no, they're not taking any, not that I'm aware of, but none of them drive that nice of cars. I think most of them own their condos already anyway, so I don't know what it's going to if they do. But the other thing is that we pay our HOA fees to the maintenance company. So the maintenance company who manages our community, they're the ones that financially manage the money. Like, the HOA board members are not, like, getting the money. Like, they're not the ones handling the money and things like that. They're the ones that figure out, like, where the money goes and everything like that. But the management company, and every condo has a management company out there, and a lot of neighborhoods have management companies, apartments have management companies. That's what they do for a living, is that they manage the finances and the upkeep in the neighborhood. So, like, the HOA board makes the decisions, but the management company is the one that, like, makes sure it happens, if that makes sense. So, and then we pay the management company, too, to manage the whole neighborhood. But, at the bottom, at the end of the day, like, yeah, we do pay outrageous HOA fees. But I know other people that live in condos in Indianapolis, like downtown, they get no pool, they get no parking, they get no landscape, they get none of that. And I know people that live in condos in downtown Indianapolis that they're paying, we pay like, what, $560 something? They're paying like $500 for living in a building to get like an elevator and a gym in their basement, and like nothing else other than that. There's like no maintenance or anything like that. Keep the building upkeep. But a lot of people, like, and in Florida and things like that, when we were looking at condos to buy in there, my allergies, and I already took my allergy medicine, is like off the charts. My throat is itching. Oh my god. But HOA fees, like when you're talking about, and also including like hurricane insurance and stuff like that in Florida, is like unbelievable. Like in Miami, the HOA fees are like $1,200 for a condo. I couldn't believe it when we were looking at some of these things. And so when you look at a mortgage, if your mortgage, let's say, I'm just throwing this out as an example, let's say if your mortgage is $2,000 or $3,000, you got to add that $1,200 on top of there for your mortgage, and then hurricane insurance. I mean, you could be looking at a condo that when you look on Zillow is $1,500 a month, and you're like, oh, that's affordable. But when you add in the HOA fees and you add in the insurance and all this other kind of stuff, you're looking at $4,000 a month. Who can afford that, you know? So that's a huge reason why we haven't moved down there yet, because we can't afford what we want or to be in the area that we want, and we don't even want to be in like a really exclusive area, which is one of the reasons why we started thinking about like other places like San Diego, because like if we're going to spend the money in Miami, we might spend the money in San Diego. We're not there yet, and we're on this, I've told this, but we're on this 5-year plan of getting our condo done and then buying a place at the end of 5 years. If, you know, we can afford it, then hopefully we can. But no, the HOA is not screwing us. It's like they have, I mean, they crossed our, first of all, as much as the people that are on the HOA board drive me crazy, they're extremely ethical and good people. They just are. I mean, the majority of the people that, I mean, I can't think of one person in this neighborhood that I've ever met or that's ever been on the board that I would say like they're a nasty person or they're not a good person. Like everybody in this neighborhood's a good, I mean, they're all good people. Nobody's screwing anybody out of money or anything like that. But I appreciate y'all looking out for me. I do. Because a couple people were like, you need to really look into this. I'm like, well, I can totally see it from their perspective that like, somebody messaged me and then somebody else commented on it. And I can totally see it from your perspective that you'd be like, Peter's getting screwed. Like, somebody's taking that money and pocketing it. And I do think it makes for a great cozy mystery. Maybe y'all gave me an idea for a cozy mystery. Somebody running away with the HOA, the money. Oh my God, my nose is itching so bad, you guys. I don't know how long I'm going to make it out here. I wonder if it's like bothering me more this year because I don't sit outside as much. You know, because last year I sat outside a lot and watched TV. Okay, speaking of TV, so last night, Alex and I watched the end of Vanderpump Villa. Then it just started raining. I might have to go inside because it's going to come down heavy. Did you guys hear that? It's so pretty though, isn't it, that spring rain? And then we watched Loot from last week, and then they had already posted Loot from this week. I can feel it in my feet. It's coming up here quick. So we watched that, and then afterwards Alex goes, do you want to watch a Vanderpump Villa reunion? I go, there's a reunion? He goes, yeah, it's already on. So we watched a Vanderpump Villa reunion, and then we went upstairs and laid down and we took Boo Radley out, got him his medicine, all kind of stuff. Then we went upstairs and he went to bed, and then I laid down for a little bit. I couldn't sleep because Boo Radley was just like up and down, up and down, up and down. And he's so funny, like... Well, yesterday I was like, okay, I think we're done with the purple bed, because... And the night before, he was, like, laying next to Alex. But then as I started moving the purple bed down, he, like, would pull it back up. And, like, he does it with his, like, his paw thing. He, like, pulls it back up. He wants it up by the head of the bed. So I was like, he was laying on Alex, and he was laying on my chest. And I was like, well, if you're not going to lay in the bed, then there's no reason to have the bed on the bed. It takes up a fourth of the bed, right? But I came up last night to go to sleep finally, and he was like all hunkered down, and his like little head was looking up at me. He looked so sweet. I was like, he still loves his little purple bed, so the purple bed's staying for a while. So yeah, I took a nap last night, and then I got up and listened to a little bit more of my audiobook. Still haven't finished The Walking Dead graphic novel. I read like a page and then I put it down. I'm like, just finish it, Peter. I was going to too tonight, but I guess if it's gonna rain, maybe I won't. And then, Survivor, the finale for Survivor is on. I usually watch it the next day, but I was like, it's a finale tonight, so I might wait. I feel like this pillow over here is the one that goes over here, because this one's like, I feel like I'm sitting like this. The finale, but tonight, like, we'll like record it. Is that what we on the DVR? Is that the right word to use? Alex is always like, on your VCR tape. But we'll record it. So, well, he doesn't watch it. I'll record it. But it's already, we have it like, you know, set up to record. So, that's on tonight. And then we have got Vanderpump Rules from last night, the second part of the reunion to watch. And then I have The Valley to watch tonight. And then, so last night, we did that. And then I watched the end of, I was on the second episode, so I had 3, 4, 5, and 6, and each of them were like an hour long of Daryl Dixon to watch, and I finished it last night, and then I went to bed after that. It was good. I really liked Daryl Dixon. Completely different than most of the Walking Dead series. It kind of feels like a movie. So Daryl Dixon, I will not ruin it for you guys at all, okay? Because I know that I give away too many spoilers. But Daryl Dixon, so the spinoff that I watched the other night, the first one, I think tonight, actually Caroline was talking about Elsbeth and how she's watching that and she loves it. And I was like, I was going to watch that and the camera stopped. I said I was going to watch it, but people said it was stupid. And so she's like, oh no, it's so good, I love it. She's like, one of her friends got her into it. So I was like, well, maybe I'll try that. I got a bunch of shows that I wanted to watch. Y'all know that, right? And so, I'd watched The Ones Who Live the other day with Rick and Michonne, it was like the spinoff from The Walking Dead. And so then I watched Daryl Dixon. So Daryl Dixon's this is at the very beginning, this won't ruin it for anybody. He washes up in the shore in the south of France, and you don't know how he got there. It kind of like shows it throughout the season. It doesn't really tell it till the last episode how he really got there, which is super interesting. But really it has a lot to do with God and faith, and and like him not believing in God, and like that being questioned, and him like trying to get somebody to safety is what the whole thing's about. It's good. It's really, really good. And a lot of unexpected turns. The thing is, like, the whole thing takes place in the countryside of France or like downtown Paris. It's really interesting seeing, I mean, they're like in the catacombs and stuff. It's really interesting seeing The Walking Dead in Paris. Like, there's a whole scene where they're like under the Eiffel Tower and stuff like that. It's really interesting seeing all that from that perspective. So if you're a Walking Dead fan, I would definitely suggest watching season or Daryl Dixon. Now it ends. The very end, it ends and then it ends again. So make sure you watch it all the way through if you watch it, because at the very end, it brings on another character from The Walking Dead, and it's going to lead into their story in season 2. And then it's already been renewed for season 3, and they're already filming apparently. And I think season 3 is when it brings the two of them together. So that'll be interesting. And then I have Dead City, which I actually think I might start tonight and just get done with all the Walking Dead shows. And then I can go on and watch something else, because I've been on this Walking Dead thing for so long. I think I might do that tonight. Yeah. I mean, if it's going to pour down rain, I'm not going to walk. Oh, I hear Alex in the kitchen. Someone's in the kitchen with Alex. Could that somebody be Boo Radley? Somebody's in the kitchen with Alex. So, we did not go to brunch today. I'm a little bit hungry, so I don't know what I'm going to eat. We'll see. Well, I hope it doesn't rain tomorrow, because I got to get on these weeds. Tomorrow I got therapy. So yeah, tonight, we're going to watch Vanderpump Rules. I think that's all we have, because we're caught up on Loot. That's all, until Friday, because Friday is RuPaul's Drag Race. And then I will probably watch one of these shows that I have. I'll probably start Dead City and see what I think about it. The thing about Dead City is the next season doesn't come out until... I wish like Netflix would put out something today that was like phenomenal that I had to watch. It's Wednesday though, they don't put out shows on Wednesday. I want to watch Hacks. I was looking last night at different shows and what has like all of my shows, like Hacks has like 2 episodes left. The Jenks has like one episode left. Pretty Little Liars doesn't get done until like June 12th or something like that. Pretty Little Liars Summer School. The new one, the Original Sin, I think is what it's called, that like the reboot of Pretty Little Liars. I did watch the old Pretty Little Liars. I watched like the first season and part of the second season, and then I got so bored of it. And somebody said that on Pretty Little Liars at Summer School that somebody looks like Melissa, so I'll have to check out and see that. Somebody said it in the comment section. Alex watched Pretty Little Liars all the way through, the entire thing, and he said it got really bad at the end, but he had to watch it to see how it ended. But anyway... So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to watch tonight. It kind of also depends on like I could really get down for a true crime documentary. So if any of you out there have a true crime documentary that you know that I haven't watched, please recommend it to me. I feel like I've seen everything out there and they're not put. I would love like a new like 6-part really good true crime documentary, even a 3-part one. Watching the Ashley Madison documentary the other day, I didn't love it, but it kind of reminded me of like getting into a true crime documentary. They end it like, and you get like, oh my god, what happens next? Like, I miss that about watching true crime, but I feel like I've seen so much of it. And when I watch the shows like Evil Lives Here or Under the Friday Night Lights, like I love those shows. Well, Under the Friday Night Lights, I've watched all the seasons that are out. Evil Lives Here, I like that one too. I don't like the dramatization of it that they do sometimes. I love Murder in the Heartland. I think that one's good. The thing is, it's one episode, and I like that for a while, but like I like the one, I really do like the true crime series that like keep on going on. It's like the Crystal Rogers one, I think, was one of the last ones that I watched that I like really got into. It was like 4 parts or something like that. I want another documentary like that. So if anybody has any recommendations, please put it in the comment section below. I'm willing to watch anything. So yeah. I like that, like the murder cases is what I like. Those are interesting to me more than anything else. Oh, he turned off the light. I thought he was maybe heating up some food. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Oh, oh, oh. Maybe he did heat up food, because I can hear he just turned on the TV in the living room. I wonder what he's watching. I wonder what he's watching. I'm kind of having a hard time getting into this book for Peter's Book Club this month. It's called How to Solve Your Own Murder. I kind of liked it at the beginning, but the more I listen to it, I just find myself getting real bored. I like sit here and I'm like... And I can't listen to it like fast because the narrator speaks so fast. I think that's part of it too. Like I'm like, can we just get into something good here? Like, I don't know. I mean, we're kind of into the mystery part of it already. I will say this. Like, it does get into, like, the meat and potatoes of the story rather quickly. It goes kind of, like, right into it. But there's a lot of flashbacks and stuff. It kind of reminds me a little bit. I mean, it's an adult cozy mystery. I mean, I think it's considered a cozy mystery. Maybe just a mystery. But it's definitely, like, an adult mystery. It's about this older woman that she was told she was going to be murdered when she was, like, in high school at this, like, by a psychic at this fair. And then her whole life she's lived in fear. But anyway, then something happens. So, and it's, like, her great niece that is, like, part of it. So all these people are trying to solve this, like, you know, mystery and all this kind of stuff. It kind of reminds me of, like, the first 2 books in the Truly Devious series by Maureen. Well, I can't think of her name. Did you guys ever read those? I love those so much. The Truly Devious books. I wonder if a new one came. I feel like a new one came out and I haven't listened to it yet. The last one I don't even remember. Was it the one when they went to camp? So Truly Devious is they're young adult mysteries. What's her name? I can't think of her name. Maureen. Truly Devious by Maureen. But anyway, it's about this teenager and like everybody goes to this boarding school, but like you have to be like really smart at one thing. Like some people are like doing, like they do these projects, right? Like one person's doing a project on like, I don't know, like scientific stuff or art, like they're an amazing artist. Like the second book, I think there's like a famous like influencer there that makes like videos on YouTube or TikTok or something. I think it was YouTube at the time. But Stevie goes there because she can solve murders and she wants to be a detective. Her name's Stevie, the main character. Like Stevie Nicks, I love it so much. And so she goes there, and the first book is about a murder that happened at the school when it wasn't a school, when it was like a house. Like years and years and years. It wasn't a school first, I don't remember. Or it was a house and then it was also a school. But years before, like in the 30s. And then the second one goes into, is like also like an extension of that, kind of. I mean, it like ends. They're all standalones. And the third one is like when they went to camp. And I feel like there was a fourth one and I read it. They're so good, though. If you're looking for good summer books, those are good summer books to read. That's a video I should do on my BookTube channel. Books that are fun to read this in the summer. I can remember going to Barnes & Noble, Borders back in the day. You guys remember Borders books? I used to love Borders books because they would have like these sections. They would have an entire table. And the table would like have like a sign on it. They would like type it out and like put it on one of those plastic things, you know, and the sign would say things like, it wouldn't just be like beach reads. It would be like beach read thrillers if you're going to the Caribbean or something like that. Like they were so specific, you know, or like westerns that take place in South Texas or something. Like they were very specific, and then they would have like 20 books, right? And I think that way. Like I think like, oh, I'm going here, like if I'm going to New York, like I want to read a book that takes place in New York City at Christmas time if I'm going there at Christmas time. Like I think that way, right? And so I can remember going there and finding books, and I can remember going there and they would always have like sections for like summer reads by the pool, like, you know, whatever, like mysteries you can't put down by the pool. And I always find the best books. They'd have new books mixed with older books and stuff like that. Recommend me some books in the comment section below that are books that you just cannot put down. What did Tanya just read? She told me last night she just finished this book. I want to say it's called Cape Cod, but that's not what it is. Long Island. And she said it was on Oprah's book club, maybe? It's on somebody's book club. I'm sure it's like 1,000 pages. Tanya loves the long books. But I said, is it good? And she goes, oh yeah, it's really good. And I go, she goes, it's a great summer book. And I go, would I enjoy it? I go, what? She goes, well, I mean, it's like, it's a heavy story. And I was like, okay, I don't know what that means, but... Paula Hawkins, has she put out a book in a while? She was the one that wrote the Girl on the Train. And then she wrote the Woman in the Water, The Boy in the Water, or Somebody in the Water. I liked that book. That was good too. Paula Hawkins, she was a great one. I used to love... Oh, no. The last one that I read about her was about somebody lived on a sailboat. And he had like... He was like killed, and then like there were 3 women that they thought could have done it. Do you guys remember that? What was that book called? That book was good too. That was her last one, I think, that came out. I like Paula Hawkins. You know who else I like? These are some authors that I don't talk about very often, but Dan Brown, like I love Dan Brown's books, but he only puts a book out like every 10 years. I actually, like in my first year on BookTube, I think I talked about I wanted Dan Brown to come out with another book, and he came out, and I think it was like, I don't know why this was, I'm probably completely wrong with the title of this book, but I feel like the last book that he wrote is called something like Origin or something like that. Do you know Dan Brown that wrote Da Vinci Code, right? I used to love his books. There's a couple of his books that I haven't actually read that I keep on saying I'm going to read, and I have them on Audible and I have them in print. The one that has about computer programming. But anyway, I love his books. And I read most of his latter ones, I would say. But he only puts the book out like every 10 years. Because he so extensively researches it. I used to love Michael Crichton. I've read like everything by Michael Crichton except for like 2. And they're like his early ones. Like The Great Train Robbery, I think is one of them. And there's another one that I haven't read of his. And then I'm just kind of thinking of authors that I like always am wondering like if their next book is out. John Green I used to feel that way about, but Hank Green, his brother, is who I really like. And he wrote this series about this girl that, it sounds like it'd be young adult, but it's not. It's about this girl, and she's like in her 20s. I think she's out of college, and like these things land, and they're like aliens. Who's the guy that wrote... Oh, Blake Crouch. That's one of the shows I want to watch. There's actually 4 episodes of that out. Dark Matter. I'm thinking about waiting until the whole thing's out. But Blake Crouch is another one. I wonder if he has a book. He has like 3 books that I haven't read. The last book that I read of his, I think, was called Recursion. And he has like 2 books out since then. I love him. This is where I just need to get back into like, if I'm walking like an hour and a half every single night, then it's an hour and a half of a book, then I'm finishing 3 books a week, and then I'm listening to all these great books, and I'm laying by the pool listening to books. This is where I need to get back into that again, you know? I'm struggle busting it with the walking, I really am. And that is motivating to me, like a motivating factor is like, well, if you're walking, you're listening to a lot of audiobooks, and you love to listen to audiobooks, so that'll get you back into it. But the last couple times that or the last, let's say, couple weeks that I've been walking, my walks were so short and I listen to music. And I'm always like, well, I don't want to get into a book because then I won't want to stop it. And I'm like, I kind of want to get home because it's late, you know? And I'm like, I just need to get back into the long walks, hour and a half walks where I'm listening to, starting tomorrow. Tomorrow's my health journey update anyway. So we'll just start tomorrow with the walks and getting into it. And just getting into it. Back to the walks, back to everything tomorrow. Back to Life. Do you guys remember that song? Have you guys watched Lit? I love that show. Maya Rudolph is so good in it. The other woman that was in it this week, she was another billionaire that had gotten a divorce. But she ended up getting like 40 billion more than Molly, who's Maya Rudolph's character. And they were like partying together. Do you watch it? I love it so much. But I can't remember what she's in. She's like a famous like character actress, but she's in a bunch of other stuff, but I like her. These are the things I have to get done this weekend, okay? I have to get the walkway done. I have to have get my tables made and clean off the porch, sweep it off, and get the dust and all that kind of stuff. Then I have to like clean the glass table on the back patio. See, we can't, you never know when it's going to rain, so you have to put the cushions up every time you go out there and sit out there because they could be soaking wet the next day, and then you have to like put them sideways, and it takes 4 days to dry them, and you can't use them. It's a mess. You have to put them away every time. So that's why we have that big thing out there that Alex bought a couple years ago, because he typically takes care of the back patio. But somebody was saying put Fernalicious on the back patio. Ferns like the overhang of the shade. That's full sun out there all day long in the back. So, I don't know, maybe we'll get like one more plant for like the table, but I gotta clean the table. That's really all you have to do on the back patio is just like sweep it off and do the table. It probably needs to be power washed and painted, but we'll do that next year. We'll do that next year and get a new couch and all that kind of stuff next year. I'm not gonna do that this year. I mean, it's almost June, so we'll just enjoy the patio as it is and make it kind of boho chic out there with pillows. Oh, I got a bunch of pillows and all kind of stuff out there, but I have that little thing. So it'll make it real fun out there. But maybe have some dinners and watch some shows out there. Put up the movie screen and do the projector. So when I get all that stuff, the patios and the lawn, then the other thing I have to do is I have all my shorts and all my shorts and bathing suits in this plastic thing in the basement, and I need to bring it up, even though I've got shorts on today, but because I go down there and I get a pair of shorts out from this like plastic container, and then I wash them and put them back in there. So I need to bring those up and put my shorts and my bathing suits in the closet, and then replace it in the box with sweaters. That's my plan going forward. So I always keep my closet like working on my side of the closet. Like I always have Alex has all this stuff, sweaters, swimsuits, everything in there. But that way, then I just have stuff that I'm using in the closet, and the sweaters will go back in the basement in the plastic container, and then they'll stay safe from like getting hurt or anything like that. So I need to do that this week too. I need to dust the living room because it's been like 2 weeks. I usually dust the living room and everything every 2 weeks. So it's been that. And other than that, I mean, my main projects I'm still working on the basement. I cannot believe, in all honesty, that I got as much done. Why is my nose, God, it's like that? It's driving me nuts. Itching. I got so much done on the basement this winter. I can't even believe it. Like, when I started, where it's at now compared to when I started, I would never have guessed it would have been there. Ever. I mean, I never in a million years would have been like, oh my God. It's like, I got so much done with the basement. I also need to do the garage, because I've got this whole wall of the garage. I've got all this stuff out there. And like the things that I got for the pool, like the noodles, are still sitting in the boxes. And I need to take them out of the boxes. I need to get some things in like where I can hang them and put stuff like that. And I got to figure out the garage how I'm going to do it. And I got to do it like when Alex isn't here, because then his car's out and it's easier to move around the garage. Other than that, I have a few things to clean out here and there, but most of it's done. I got to move the candles inside because I don't want them to melt in the summer, and they're in the boxes in the garage. That's like literally like a 20-minute job to do that. So yeah. I'd like to clean off the buffet table where the record player is, but most of it's cleaned off already. Clean out the secretary desk. I mean, I have like some projects like that, but that's like, that project, like to clean out the secretary desk, like the drawers, that's like, but the thing is, once I get into it, it's going to be like, because it's got like my notebooks, my mom's notebooks I've stored in there through the years. It's going to be like looking at all that stuff. So that's probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 hour job. The buffet table is probably less than an hour job to get that done. And then I got to put the new needle on the record player and bring up the records. I have this like thing I want to build. Well, I have it already. I bought it years ago to put the records in. I want to put it next to the record player and then put some candles over there. Yeah, so I've got like, you know, I think every week I'm going to do like one project like that, and then by the summer, all that'll be done, and then finish up the basement around the fall time, and yeah. Yep. Getting it done. Getting it done. And this weekend, I think I'm just going to relax and stuff. I'll, of course, film videos. I'll vlog and whatever. I don't know that on my other channels how much I'm going to film. I've got videos to film on all my channels. Like, my Peter Watches TV channel, I have numerous videos over there that I want to film. I was going to do one today, and then I was like, no, I think I'm just going to wait till tomorrow. And after I get done with therapy, I'm kind of, like, in the mood to film. So I'll do probably a drama video, a Peter Watches TV video, oh, my way in tomorrow, a review video, a Peterisms video, and then the vlog is probably what I'll do tomorrow. And then Friday, we have to go over to his aunt's house early for her birthday, it's her birthday and Alex's cousin's birthday. We have to go over there, not early, but like 4. So I don't know Unless we go a little bit later. It kind of depends on what he's got going on that day too. So depending on what time I get up, it's going to depend on like how long my vlog. I might have to vlog after we get home that night. We'll just kind of see, play it by ear. I'd like to get everything done and then go and do something. Unless I take Friday off and I don't vlog. Could this be the end of the vlog streak? The end of the vlog streak. Oh my god. So anyway, we don't really have any plans. I said to Alex yesterday, I said, you're not going to the race this year, are you? And he was like, no. He was like, I don't have tickets. I don't really even know anybody that's going. I go, do you have any plans on Sunday? He goes, I mean, I guess just hang out here and watch a movie or something like that. So Tia might get her wish. We might watch Damsel this weekend. He's like, I thought we could just get like some food and just hang around. That is so dangerous to me. Watch movies and get food. Like that is so dangerous for me even on a health journey. But so it sounds so fun at the same time. I mean, if it rains the whole weekend, it'll be a perfect weekend for that, you know? I hear somebody walking down the street. I hear them. I hear them. Maybe it's my neighbors across the street. Oh, it is. All right, well, listen. Alex always calls this getting stuck. This is getting stuck. There, I got unstuck. Oh, there's my neighbors. Hey, how are you? Good. He and his friends call that getting stuck. We're like, and people think you're looking at them and you're not really looking at them. You're like looking at this spot in like 1989. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I'm stuck, getting stuck, you know? So we were sitting there at dinner and you're talking. That is such an appropriate word though, being stuck, getting stuck. Alex will always just be like, I'll be like this. I'll be like, are you stuck? I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm stuck. Okay, I'm stuck and I gotta get off here. So anyway, I love you guys. My throat just started itching again when I started talking. I hope that you're having a magically amazing Wednesday. You've made it halfway through the week. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. Put some love out there in the world. Do something to make yourself happy today. Relax. Oh my god, my throat itches so bad. Relax and enjoy your evening, or if you're watching this tomorrow morning, enjoy your day today and have the best Wednesday night and Thursday ever, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you, and I'll see you then. Bye. Love you.